Welcome to the Queen Age. We are back in the Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel. This is part 11 of the playthrough. So let's go ahead and get this thing loaded up. And yes, I did do a little offline grinding, so that way I could all the updated weapons, get them upgraded. But I did not push any further into the story. But I figured you guys didn't want to see 2 to 3 hours worth of grinding. But I did get all the weapons. See, that way you guys can see them, that they are the upgraded ones. Go in here, go to this, customize weapon. So they are all the upgraded ones. And I got it up to level 32. Experience was really starting to fall off at that point. So now we can push back out into the Northern Highlands. And the spot we are going to is up there by that statue. It'll be up there by that statue to the right.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get up there as quick as possible. Let's see. Go down there. So believe it or not, it was those little dragon things that I used to level and gain whatever I needed. But we are going to double check everything. Quest chapter 3, so we did complete all the other ones in the previous episode. So go on up here.
Yeah.
He should be right there. Impressive. I was taken aback by the size of the stone circle in the Southern Highlands, but this is on a whole different level. Hello. What brings you all out here? Come to get a good look at the statue too? Oh, do you think he's... Are you Norton by any chance? Yeah, that's me. Have we met before? Do you have some business with me? We finally found you. We should bring him up to speed. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds like I've caused some unnecessary worry for the people of the settlement. We should get back right away, or rather, I'd like to, but I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. Would you mind waiting a bit longer while I finish up? Oh, I can't really fault you for being fascinated. It really is impressive. I doubt there's anything like this anywhere else on the continent. Actually, it might surprise you to know that there is. This isn't the only such statue I'm aware of. There's a similar statue on Briona Island, way out to the west. Isn't that where Group B is going? I had no idea that there were more of these around. No one knows any any more about the statue on that island than they do about this one. But I'm currently taking pictures of ruins and ancient sites like this. Taking photographs of this area was the reason I came to the Nord Highlands in the first place. Guys told us that the people of Nord refer to this statue as the guardian of the region. Yeah. The old legends say that this statue was here long before our ancestors came from the east, and that they settled in this land only with its permission. When I saw it, I was immediately reminded of the legend of the Great Knight. You know, now that you mention that, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. No doubt. The tale originated during the Dark Ages and spread throughout the Empire. When the land rose with the tide of war, a colossal knight, wrathed in flame, will come forth to quell the conflict. That's the general gist of it anyways. What do you mean by that? Well, each region has its own variant of the tale. They all maintain a knight as the central figure, but like all such tales, its vicinity is questionable at best, or whatever. Though it's certainly one of the most mysterious of the legends passed down in the Empire. I see it does seem like this statue could mesh with the story too. I wonder if they're related somehow. What was that? Are you okay? I'll be alright, nothing to worry about. Anyway, I've come all the way out here. So would you mind waiting until I'm done photographing the site? I promise I'll head back to the settlement with you as soon as I'm done. Well, it doesn't seem like the wildlife has much of an interest in this area. He should be safe here on his own, even if we head out somewhere else for a while. Agreed. Yeah. So, yeah, we can wait for Norton to finish, because we've already completed the other two quests, so. Alright then, we'll stay here until you've finished up. Okay. I'll try not to keep you waiting too long. Rena and the others waited for Norton to finish his photography, and though he was reluctant to leave even after depleting his photo quartz, they finally returned to the settlement. Phew, we're finally back in the settlement. Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's desire. I'm just glad you've made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's go tell the elder. There seems to be quite a commotion over there. What? That's... Looks like there's been an orbital car accident. But why here? Isn't that the gentleman we fulfilled a request for this morning? The very same. That's the settlement's doctor. He couldn't have been the one responsible, could he? Never mind that. We need to go and take a closer look. Oh yes, let's investigate something that's none of our fucking business. Are you hurt? Guys, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you. What happened here? I was on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, when all of a sudden I just lost control of the vehicle. Was anyone injured? I suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. I'm just relieved that I didn't end up hurting anyone. Glad to know your injuries are light. Thanks be to the winds and the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open and free of obstacle as this? Did you simply lose your concentration for a moment? Honestly, what business is it of his fucking kids to know what happened. No, of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us here. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. I'm still not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started to feel oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional. Otherwise, I dread to think what might have happened. I see. Elisa. Let's see. Lisa, do you think you can work out that what went wrong? Probably. You might say it runs in the family. How could I forget? Stands to reason that the Reinfeld group would be quite handy in mechanical matters. Even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family anymore. Could you mind your own business? Yeah, why don't y'all mind your own business anyways? What you say, though, is not as true as it used to be. They have some professional engineers at their Reinford company now who can't even perform basic maintenance work. Now, standards in higher education must be slipping. When you compare it to the Central facility in Liberal, the Reinford group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant vertical structured divisions, each with their own subdivision, sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporation brought its own share of new issues. So have you managed to figure out what the problem was? I think so. It looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuits near the engine. That's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering, even though it was fine just before. I see. Do you think you can repair it? I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I am no technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone from Zender Gate. I'm impressed. I can see that Thor's Military Academy has more to be proud of than just its famous founder. Ivan, Dad. Sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. Sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here. That was all thanks to Alicia. It was nothing really. There's no shame in being proud of your accomplishments. While I'm glad we've gotten this squared away, we still have something of a problem. What do you mean? This is a settlement's only vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Are you sure? This isn't part of your field study, you know. I would respectfully disagree. You treated us to such great food and shown us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us to not at least make an attempt to assist our host. Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'd be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. That sounds like the best course of action. Should we head to Zender Gate and see if they can spare a mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for these sort of things. Up near Lake Lacrima in the Northern Highland lives an elderly man from the Empire. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us if we ask him. True, the hermit could probably have this fixed in no time at all. That cabin near the lake we passed by earlier, but it seemed vacant. Old man from the Empire who's more reliable than an army technician. Could it really be him? Yeah. So you want us to go and call this man for you then? If you be so kind, there's no hurry though. If you have other things you need to do, by all means, do those first. Either way, we'll need to clean up the site of the accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might if it were a part of your field study. Will do. Okay, everyone, let's finish up anything we have left to do. Then we head for the cabin at the lake. It's in the Northern Highlands. We'll need to head north to the Guardian statue, then due west from there. We should set out on horseback at once. So into the Northern Highlands. It is way up here. Never did go to the quarry. The reason I turned turbo mode on is because getting across here, even at a gallop, can take a while. I want to double check I was going the right way. At least we've made it as far as the lake. Is he at home? Boat's back. The boat's at the dock and the garage door is open. So I'd say it's likely. Excellent, we should go see him at once.
Yeah.
Seems like there's someone inside. I suppose it must be the man we came here to see. Yeah, I'll bet he just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much. So what are we going to do? Yeah, knock on the door. It's open, come in. Lisa, excuse us then. Good to see you again, sir. Oh, if it isn't Gaius. Haven't seen you around for, what, half a year now? And little Lisa here, too. Why, I don't think I've seen your face in, oh, must be coming up on 5 years now? Wait, what? Could this be... Grandfather, what are you doing here? Well, I guess that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. I'm Gene Reinfield, Elise's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honor to meet you, sir. I'm Rean Sforza. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein. Eustace Alberea. It's an honor. We're a promising group of young folks, if ever there was. But you sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years, Alicia. You're taller and bigger. It does this old man's heart good to see how easy on the eyes you become. Oh, God. Grandfather, please. But forget about me. What have you been doing out here all this time? But when you disappeared from Roar, I'd never have believed it if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now. I send you letters a couple times a year, don't I? And of course, I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time these past 5 years? Just about. I don't stay year-round, though. I spend about half the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends and visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Reinford, would you mind if I asked you how you know so much about our field study? He does raise an excellent point. It almost seems as though you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Well, it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did. But I admit, ever since Irina told me you were coming to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed. Though just the bare minimum. The girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Lisa? Anyways, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at that truck. Just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Oh, actually, I caught a few good-sized trouts. Can you take them over to the settlement when you go? Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Reinford Group. I knew of him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just irresponsible. And then 5 years ago, Alicia. Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Alright? Let's wait for him at the garage. Guys, should we head back to the settlement now? Guys, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then. Something like that. We've only known him for a couple years, but all of us in the settlement owe him a lot. Myself included. Okay, we're good to go. You mind if I ride with one of you? Grandfather, you aren't driving? Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates a little better? Reen, right? Got room for one more up there? Why did he have to pick Reen? You better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. I'd feel a bit more at ease if you focused on more of the reins, though. How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working at your dormitory. That's right, I haven't had too much time to get to know her. But she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is, very much so. But more importantly, she's really a real cutie. She's always had that lovely, reserved air, but there's a playful side to her, too. I wish she'd sign on as my personal maid. That'd be the life. Boy. Yeah. But that animal girl is really nice, too. She's got those glasses, that hair. You want her to let down, and she's class president material to boot. There's the smoldering homeroom hottie, if you ever saw one. This old man, dude. Come on. You know you agree with me. Old dirty bastard. Oh, I can't really say that. I disagree with you, but if you don't mind my asking, Why did you never tell Lisa that you were here? Tell me, Irene. What kind of girl do you see in her as... Well, I say she's really hard, a really hard worker in her great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's good-looking, polite, as well-mannered as any noble daughters, intelligent, and that all comes naturally to her. If not some persona she forces on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she makes it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. Does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind, and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. But she always keeps everything bottled up, like she never wants to let on to anyone that she needs help with a problem. I'm Alicia R. from Aurora. Yeah, this is all from previous episodes. I have a feeling that relations between her mother and I caused her to end up that way. Or to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where I was. But I'll leave it up to her to fill you in the details about that. I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own. Bit closer, I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is there? So? I thought that was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters. Oh, we did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the year. But that's all it was. We eventually got it sorted out and nothing's really happened since. An accident, huh? Did you accidentally collude with her on your way to the school, causing her to drop the toast she held between her sweet lips? Oh my god. And as the dust cleared, did the two of you find yourselves sprawled on the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position? This is no. That's a really oddly specific question. But I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... Oh. So something really did happen, didn't it? Now just tell old Gwen here all about it. I want every last juicy detail. This fuck... Yeah, I would speed up too, Reed. Grandfather, please.
Academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. Looks like things are gonna start getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started. Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
That night, the people of the settlement held a banquet at the elder's house for us. I don't know what we'd do without you. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Larkin. This booze isn't going to drink itself. Yes, yes. I can still hardly believe it. Finding the famous Reinford out here, the sticks like this, in the sticks like this. You know him then? Of course, he's seized on the opportunities of orbital revolution to make Reinford the industrial powerhouse it is today. It's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Reinford Company was originally in arms manufacturing, making their name on firearms and such. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility. But the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gwen has a refreshingly international outlook for an Erebonian businessman, I see. I know he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down, but look at him. He's a picture of health. So maybe there's more truth to that old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printing bearless speculations. Lisa. Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going out, get a little fresh air, alright? Means that Lisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Really? Not at all. But why me? You're the class president and all, you'd make for a better company. No, trust me, I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Well, if you say so, alright, I'll be back in a little while then.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Would you look at that amazing view, or would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Lisa? It's so pretty. Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule. Now, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try and relax for once?
Oh.
Elisa?
Oh, Rean. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Elisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Reinford Group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Reinford Group.
what you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Rhineford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place. That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me. How big the Rhineford Group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Rhineford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you... I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Rean. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
Alright, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out. In my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7. And now, all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So... Wait, all of us?
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Rean, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Elisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway?
Welcome to the stream.
Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting any sleep until you've shared all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Okay, Alicia can now use
Ooh,
S-Craft.
You're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Okay, 0255 hours. Shift's almost over. No sign of anything suspicious or anything at all, really. Why do we even do this every day? You do know that's the point of having a sentry is, right? No, hey, you're early. But come on now. You've got to get where I'm coming from, at least a little. I can understand if we were posted near Crossbell, but who's going to start a war out here in the boondocks? You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you never expected would make it the perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Vander says we need to stay alert, and he knows the situation better than we do. Lieutenant General's a great man, yeah, but what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in some backwater place like this anyways? You think that rumor's true, that he got posted here because he wouldn't help the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Watch what you say. That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings. Fine. Such a killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Got a few minutes left on my shift, but you're here, and hey, who's counting? Honestly. Wait, what was that? What happened? Did they just get shelled? Who had the order to attack? No one. I've heard nothing of the sort. Xander Gates needs to know about this. What the? No way. Enemy attack. Where is it coming from? No. Oh, adios. Oh, there goes that fucking watchtower. Ah, that was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we're still able to pack away this much food. Well, you're all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out on the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows, we might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Okay. Let me help too. I'll pour the leftover tea into some containers for you. Thanks. You really are too kind. You're a guest. What kind of host would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyways, here's the grand list of tasks you'll be tending to today. One. A large unknown monster has been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. It must be exterminated at all costs. Details unknown. Southwest area of the northern Highlands near Cliff Edge. I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever seeks your fancy. Maybe go off in the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some more time with your grandfather today, Elisa? It sounds like you were able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwen stayed in the elder's home yesterday, right? I'd imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We'd have no objections to completing this morning's task without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But are you there? Elder, yes, I'm here. Good morning, Grandfather, Norton, morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your face, it seems not all is well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Xander Gate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? Sounds like it all happened in the middle of the night, and that's not the last of it either. The Republican Army's base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty. Airborne Armor Divisions being sent out first as always, I see. Suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, we confirmed the death of 2 of the guards. Further, 3 have sustained serious injuries, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see to them the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Xander Gate. Prepare the 3rd Armor Division for deployment. I want all armor vehicles ready to move before I return. You sure you don't need us to help? Appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. We're used to the procedures for moving the settlement in case of emergencies. Same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to Xander Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander, not as a citizen nor but as a student at Thor's military academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck after all. And since I was here anyways, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please take care of yourself. Sorry, Elder Lokhan. I feel terrible that I can't help you when you need it most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make Xander Gate at once. We need to find out as much as we can about what happened. Okay, so here's the thing. We need to go to Xander Gate, but we need to do this too. I hate it when it forces you to do things that I'm really sorry to put you guys up to this. You already helped me out more than enough yesterday. No problem, don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breaking news every press photographer dreams of being seen for. Still, it bothers me. How is it possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time? Do you think one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated? No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Xander Gate as fast as we can. Right. Don't ride too roughly. So it's forcing me down there right now, which is kind of pissing me off because I like to complete all things. And that's in the northern part, right? Yeah. And we're in southern.
Yeah.
Okay. Turbo.
Yeah.
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
This situation is looking worse by the minute.
We need to hurry.
Yeah.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. And it appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. Let me go see if I can get permission to start taking photographs. I wonder where Lieutenant General Vander could be. We need to find him so he can tell us what's going on here. I suspected he might show up. Lieutenant General, did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution, but never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. Freight train bound for Aurora departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all aboard that train, finish up your field study as quickly as you can, and return to the academy. What? Yes, sir. While things ultimately depend on the actions of the Republican Army, the bottom line is that we may be mere hours away from armed conflict with the Calvert Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. Did they not relay the message to you? Be that as it may, we can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General, have you established which side attacked first? That's the central question here. It's still under investigation. You have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our Army's watchtower was destroyed and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Zender Gate, I have a duty to act. So there really were fatalities. Let's assume, for the sake of argument, that the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of their facilities suffered major structural damage. Their losses appear to be at minimal equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate them to be far greater. But if they suffered even more damage than we did, that doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we're losing. We've long since passed the point where leniency discussing our possibilities was an option. I will do all I can to avoid full-scale war, but we're prepared for the possibility of armed conflict. And I suspect they are as well. But that just seems so wrong. If that's your opinion, Lieutenant General, will you at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own? Guys, investigate on your own. As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. And when someone attempts to threaten the peace of my homeland, I won't rest until I unearth the truth behind that. What's happening? You're serious. We'll do everything we can to help. I think this falls within the scope of our field study too. Oh, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. There's no reason for all of you to stay here and risk getting caught up in the crossfire. A classmate and friend is staying behind. Isn't that reason enough? I'm a son of the House of Alberea. I would never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing in the face of danger. Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot for my grandfather. Guys, do you remember what you said to us back in Heimdall Station? Most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. It appears you lost this one, guys. Lieutenant General, it's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then. Thank you, sir. Then we haven't a moment to waste. We should be visiting the watchtower that was attacked. That sounds like a good place to start.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly.
I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all. And more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy, too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but
I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives had been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now. That there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the Academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand.
Elisa?
Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family.
Indeed. I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop Ward from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really. Thank you.
You can see shell damage everywhere. It's even worse than I feared. They've confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I'd ever have to see anything like this. As students at a military academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. Although I hardly expect my first sight of such devastation to be the spark that ignites war with Calvard. This may be too much for students like us to handle. No, we've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through. We just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here too. You're right. True, we should focus on doing what we can. Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp of the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get their permission to start investigating. I see. Lieutenant General Vander has given you his permission. I see no reason to refuse. Thank you. However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvard could begin at any moment. We've got our hands full staying on guard for any potential threat from the east. I'll permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties. Understood? Let's get started. We should start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage. It seems wise. When we've gathered all the information we need, we can start piecing it together. Right, let's go. Rowan, why'd you go and die on me? Zatz? He seems pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels. It was right when the shifts changed. Ron came out to relieve me, and I was chatting away with him like always. That's when the first shell hit us. Must have been around 3 in the morning. So it started around 3 then, right in the middle of the night. I was on lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but the explosion completely took me by surprise. I was so sure nothing would ever happen out here that when something actually did, I was totally helpless. If I'd just paid a bit more attention, if I'd been a better soldier, Roan might still be with us. It's not your fault. None of us could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourselves for a lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area like this for so long. They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican Army's doing after all. We need more information before we can say more. No, I don't think it was them. There was something else that happened before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army's base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew that both bases were attacked, but did both attacks really happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who was responsible then? We should keep this in mind as we piece things together. This is awful. Really is. It looked like they got hit hard. And to think there were casualties, you know, the Imperial Army isn't going to sit and twiddle their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. They have their image to uphold, after all. Looks like most of the damage is concentrated on the south side of the building. You think whoever carried out the attack could have done it from the Highlands? It seems very likely. But where in the plains could they launch an attack like that? Well, the Highlands are incredibly vast. We need some kind of clue to even know where to start looking. And hopefully we'll be able to find something here that'll point us in the right direction. How's the situation with the Republican Army? Looks like they're really hustling over there. We've confirmed a number of armored vehicles entering and exiting the area. We've heard their base got hit pretty bad, too. And even from over here, it sure looks that way. Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as the Watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. They need an excuse to attack us, and that sure as hell looks like one. Do you really think it's true? That much damage seems awfully excessive. They probably just got overzealous with the explosives. Doesn't make much sense either way. If they're brazen enough to attack us, we'll blow them back across the border. The soldiers here all seem to have their doubts, but without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should reconsider the possibility that this was a deliberate act sabotaged by the Calvard forces. Is this? What's up, Elisa? Is that something unusual about the scrap of metal? Welcome to the stream. I knew it. This is a mortar shell manufactured by the Reinford Company. Are you sure? Yeah, I've seen them before on the assembly line. There are only a couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. That would suggest that the mortar used to fire it was also made by the Reinford Company. But if we assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True, why would the Republican Army use a weapon made by the Empire? Doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvard would go this far to conceal their involvement. Though considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out the possibility. Still, this might prove to be an important clue to solving this mystery. I think that's all the info we can gather here. I think so too. Now we need to analyze what we've learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what was happening when the attack occurred. It seems like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the actual attack on the Watchtower happen? 3. Yes, that's what the guard told us. But that wasn't all that was going on then. That's right, the Army's base was also came under attack, and according to the Lieutenant General, they suffered even greater damage than what happened here. I think we can safely discount the possibility that Republican Army bombed their own forces then. But there's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is that both attacks happened and both sides took heavy damage. However, as Elisa said, we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible. If we accept that as fact, the most likely scenario is that the responsibility lies with another party entirely. So you think a third party is working behind the scenes to provoke both countries into starting a war? Tensions between the Empire and the Republic are always high, but compared to other areas of similar political value, the North Highlands have always been peaceful. I conceive of no reason either country would have decided to break that peace last night. I agree. If anything, it seems that the negatives would outweigh the positive for both parties. If this were Crossbell, it might be a different story, but here... Now that you mention it, we found something else odd about the attack on the Watchtower, didn't we? Something that seems to point to a third-party involvement. Something else odd about the attack on the Watchtower. I'll bet you're referring to this. Haven't happened. Talking about mortars used for the attack, right? Exactly. Looks like the orbital mortars they used in the attack were an old Reinford model, and I, for one, find it particularly pretty unlikely that the Republican Army is packing Erebonian-made weapons. Indeed, they have little reason to be, considering the Republic has its own major orbital technology manufacturer, the Verne Company, as I recall. Yeah, the Verne Company is responsible for manufacturing most of the arms used by the Republican Army. I've heard that military surplus sometimes makes it to the black market and ends up in the hands of mercenaries. Knowing that, it seems unlikely that either army chose to use it to cover their attacks. Quite. However, there is a far more pressing question we need to answer. What do you mean? I know where you're going. We need to know where the attack was launched from in the first place. That's going to be a bit difficult to work out, but without the vital detail, all our speculations thus far is for naught. If we intend to avert a war, we need more than speculations. We need conclusive evidence. Agreed. But the Highlands are far too vast and just strike out searching blindly, especially with the Lieutenant General's deadline rapidly approaching. Actually, we may not have to start our search blind. If Lisa and Gaius will lend me a hand, I may be able to help. What do you have in mind? If I can factor the location of the damage together with the speed and trajectory of the mortar shells, and then take into account the Highlands winds, I may be able to estimate the area from which the mortar was fired. Potentially, anyways. You serious? It sounds easier said than done. I'll do what I can. Are you familiar with the specifics of the shell that was used? I think so. It's an older model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. That should be plenty. Anyways, let's have another look at those damaged areas and start our calculations. Please come with me, everyone. Right. Alright, I think I've calculated a rough location. I believe the mortar was fired from a location to the south of here. Using the map as a reference point, that means it was likely launched from somewhere in this area. And according to my calculations, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here. Now, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics we cover in class. I'll enjoy watching Ragnus really sweat it out trying to best you on our next midterm. Just a little applied physics. I couldn't have done it without Alicia and Gaius' help. It looks like we've got a nice big piece of the puzzle right here, right in our own hands. Sure seems that way. Let's take a look. Yep, let's go. Alright, let's start looking for where the mortar was actually fired from. Lisa's calculated correct. It should have been fired from a point south of the watchtower. And most likely from a point that's easy to overlook so that it's not found out. Let's see if we can find anywhere that fits that description. We're likely need to rely on this map to help. I wonder if the culprit could still be there. Regardless, we should see what we can find.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can't get that quest done now. Of course, force me to go up here. Over there. Found something. What's a rope ladder going all the way up there? I can hardly believe its presence here to be a mere chance. Do the people of Nord use this area for anything? Not that I've ever known of. This just got that much more suspicious then. Perhaps the mortar was fired from somewhere up there. It definitely seems worth a look. I'm just not sure how we're going to get up there. We can't reach that rope ladder from down here. I see no way to climb up the cliff face itself either. If you have any suggestions, now would be a fine time. I believe I have an idea. What if we were to make use of Lisa's orbital bow? My bow, how? Well, if you were able to hit the cord that's tying the rope ladder, perhaps would unroll itself, allowing us to climb up. Glad you think I'm that good of a shot, but I really don't see it working. It was just a thought. It's not like we have any better ideas. Why not give it a try? True enough, and time is one resource we don't have much of right now. Searching for some manner of tool to pull it down would cost us precious time as well. Really can't argue with that. Alright, here goes nothing. It actually worked. You seem to have the makings of a great hunter. It seems this is a day for lucky shots. We'll have to start calling her Quick Draw Alicia. Was I just imagining the things, or did the arrow glow for a second? Well, now that we can reach the ladder, why don't we have a look on top of the cliff? Let's get up there. There. Exactly the smoking gun we were looking for too. How old orbital mortars, all Reinford models too. And it looks like they've been used recently. So this is where they were hiding them. I can see why they chose this place. Who would think to look here? They must have fled the area after firing them last night, leaving the launchers where they were. But unfortunately, those alone do not furnish enough evidence to avert the war. You're right. Unfortunately, if we just had a bit more evidence. Still, this is a solid step forward for our investigation. Perhaps you should return Xander Gate and let the Lieutenant General know. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, let's go report. There. Isn't that... It's that flying object we saw fleeing from Arca's fort near Bereahard. There's no mistaking something that strange, and it looks like it's carrying something. It can't be a coincidence that they show up now of all times. They're heading northwest and we're going after them. Right. Saddle up.
Yeah! We can't let them get away!
Right. We need to overtake them. Whoa! Crap, they're fast.
Just don't lose sight of them.
Did they touch down near the stone circle?
There's no escape for them now.
I definitely saw them land around here. I can send someone up ahead. Really? Yeah, I'm betting it's that thing we're chasing. So our quarry is finally within reach. I think it's carrying a young girl. Oh, we'll find out what we're dealing with soon enough. There they are. She really does look like a child. But what is that silver construct with her? Save the speculation for later. We need to capture them before they escape.
I think that about covers everything. Now, what to do? It'd be easy enough to overpower them, but there's a good chance some of them would get away. But just killing them all seems really cruel, too.
Halt! Stay where you are!
Ooh, it's the military academy students.
She knows about us?
How?
Just who are you?
And what's that thing beside you?
So, who are you? Were you involved with the attacks on the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base?
We'd rather not accuse you of a crime you didn't commit. But can you at least tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Aw, how did I end up being the bad guy? This is gonna make things a bit sticky. Oh, I know what I can do!
Welcome to the stream.
Everything will go hunky-dory if you guys help me out.
What?
What are you talking about?
But first, I hope you won't mind if I give you a little test, just to be sure you're up to the challenge.
Is that a challenge?
I'm Milliam Orion. And this is Eric Getlam, but you can just call him Lammy for short. Okay, let's get started! Let's get started!
My turn! Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to
Very
me.
well.
I can do this.
Very well.
18,000 damage. Shouldn't be too hard to knock out.
Yeah,
Go ahead and use this crystal saber.
You're in the shore. Crystal Saber.
yeah. Oh, Moon, shield us from harm. Crystal Lesson shell.
What?
I can do this.
Fire! Lemmy, barrier! Thanks!
Go!
Right back at ya!
Yeah.
Damn barrier.
Gleaming blades. Go!
It's my turn.
Very well.
Flames, gather on my blade. Strike!
Blow them away!
That stung a bit.
Right.
Hang in there.
I suppose I should thank you. I'll handle this. Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. Hear me.
Thanks.
Get him!
Right.
Fire!
Here we go. There.
My turn.
Guess I let my guard down.
I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Wow! You guys are pretty tough. Yep, looks like you'll be great for the job, all right.
We've had quite enough of your wild chases and your games.
You were the one who attacked both of those military facilities, weren't you?
Oh, no, that wasn't me. Ugh, what can I say to make you believe me?
Just tell us what you can. Anything you know that might help us find out who was actually responsible.
You said you wanted our help? If helping you would restore peace to the Highlands, we're ready to help out however we can. But you have to talk to us. Help us understand what's happening.
Come on, you two.
I hope you don't come to regret your naivete.
You said your name was Milliam, right? We really don't have much time. So could you tell us what it is you want our help with?
Well, what I want you to help me with is capturing the small armed group responsible for attacking the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base.
What did you just say?
You saw those mortars earlier, right? There's a bunch more hidden near the Republican Army's base. I'm guessing it was the same group that set them up at both locations.
Wait.
Do you have any idea who this armed group might be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure or anything. But they look like a bunch of Jaeger dropouts, so I'm guessing they're working for a pretty meaty chunk of Mira. I was on my way to go find out for sure.
Wait, then...
You know where they are?
Sure do. They're up in the north of the Highlands. If you promise to help me out, I'd be happy to show you the way. So...
All right, you have our aid. I'm Reen Schwarzer, Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
Gaius Wurzel.
I'm Elisa Reinford. It's, nice to meet you.
My name is Emma Milstein. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. And just so you know, you still have much to answer for regarding your intrusion into Auroch's fort.
You knew that was us, huh? It'd be super cool if we could just, put that whole thing behind us for the time being.
If we must.
Now.
Nice to meet you all, too. Anyway, what are we just hanging around here for? Let's make for the north of the Highlands.
All right, but I'd like to swing by the settlement first.
Yeah, we should use their telephone to report back to Zendergate about everything we found out so far.
Okay, let's get going then. Oh, yeah. Are you going to be riding on the back of your thing?
Well, I could, but I think I'm gonna ride on the back of your horse instead.
Wait, what?
Lammy!
Whoa! It vanished.
And the way it did so seems familiar somehow.
Come on, are we going or not? Let's go catch us some big bad wannabe Jaegers!
Temporary, at least.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, that does remind me. Arcs. Oh, everybody's healed. Works for me.
Woohoo! This is amazing!
If you keep squirming around back there, you're gonna fall off.
Is that? Republican Army airship. What's it doing this deep into the Highlands? This is what they call invasive reconnaissance or something like that, right? They basically trespass with just enough force to see that the enemy's up, what the enemy's up to, and how many troops they've got. So that's their aim. Just who are you? It's a secret. Anyway, don't you guys need to get a hold of Zendergate? She's right, let's move. Alright. Bro, you're all safe. Tama, I'm so glad to see you're okay. We saw a Republican airship flying overhead. Yeah, it's been circling up there for a while now. Is there really going to be a war? We're doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. We need to hurry and borrow the Elder's telephone. So you have reason to believe that the armed group is heading to the Northern Highlands. Yeah, it seems like that's what's going on. We're currently on our way to investigate. I suppose all our hopes are pinned on this. Very well, I'm extending your deadline to 1500. Be on your guard. Will do. Please do whatever you can to postpone any conflict. So the culprits used to be members of a Jaeger Corps. I've heard the term mentioned before, but I know little of them. Well, they're trouble, that's for sure. Let us handle this. We're not going to let anyone start a war here. It appears that even if I wish to sway you, your mind is already made up. Let me see if I can get this phone to pick up the orbital waves from your Arcus units. Now give me a call if anything happens. Thank you, Grandfather. May the winds and the guidance guide you. I'll be praying for your safety. Let's jam. Okay, we're counting on you to show us the way. Northern Highlands, are they hiding anyways? I think you probably know the place. You know, the huge statue north of here? There's a creepy old ruin around back. That's where they're all holed up. Okay, so while we're in the Northern Highlands, that gives us a chance to take care of that monster that's up here. So we need to go to the quarry. Where the hell's the monster is the question.
Yeah.
Oh, if we keep up this pace, we might make it in time after all.
Not might. We will make it in time.
Okay, what we need to do is we need to hit some monsters to bring up our CP. There's the quest monster. Alright.
Here they come! Be careful, everyone! Fire!
I'll handle this.
Here we go. All right.
Laser tubes! Yeah! Gleaming go! Right!
Very well.
Damn it.
It's my turn.
Hang in there!
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn.
Yeah, here!
Here we go. Too slow. We'll cut our own path.
I want this fight to be kind of quick, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm... Yeah, that's the monster up there. So we're just building up CP really
Very
quickly.
well. I
my
will serve
turn.
as your opponent.
Hang in there!
I
Thanks.
suppose I should
My
thank
turn.
you.
All right.
Laser tubes! It's my turn! Gleaming go!
Very well. I'll handle this.
I can do this.
Go.
Yeah!
Very well.
Right! Fire!
Go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Okay, that should have built up enough CP. My goal is to get out of the Highlands today in this stream.
Be careful, I can do this. Turn to flame.
Burn!
My turn.
So he does have resistance.
All right.
Laser
Let's do
tubes!
this.
Okay!
Very well. Arcus, activate.
Yeah!
I can't.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Here we go.
Very well.
Right. Arcus,
Huh? Thank you very much.
Here we go. There.
I'll handle this.
right.
Hang in there! Thank you very... It's my turn! Hear me. Thanks!
My turn.
Not yet.
Should be able to kill this damn thing.
It's my turn.
My turn.
It's my turn! Here!
Too slow.
It's my turn.
Hang in there!
Suppose
Also builds CP back up.
now is our chance.
Leave it to me. My turn.
It's my turn!
Flames, gather on my strike.
It's my turn!
Okay, we're knocking it down pretty quickly.
Hear me. Thanks!
Right.
My turn.
It's my turn. Gleaming go!
Here we go!
I can do this.
You need to move her to
Very
there
well.
so she can heal.
Go!
It's my turn. Hang in there.
Thanks!
Suppose I should thank you.
Yeah.
Hear me.
Thanks.
My turn.
My turn! Alright,
I'll
let's
handle
do
this.
I can do this. Hang in there.
Suppose
Thank
I
you
very well.
much.
Now is our chance.
Leave it to me. Yeah.
Okay. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank.
Go!
I can do this. Fire.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Here. I can do this.
My turn.
Go!
Very well.
That off.
Yeah. Yeah. I can do this. Turn to flame. Burn.
Go! Okay, it's safe for now.
We're just getting started.
That one was a toughie. Managed to scrape out a win, but I'm still not exactly sure what it even was. Was a creature like that during here in Nord? Really did seem like we were face to face with a golem. Yeah. Reminded me of the gargoyle we fought in the old schoolhouse on our first day at the academy. We should report back to Lacton. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if we get a chance, let's head back to the settlement.
Yeah!
So I'm gonna head back there, take like 10 seconds, then on my way up there I gotta build my CP back up. Besides that, after taking that thing on, I'd actually like to heal. See, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Is he in here? No, he's not in there. Where the hell is he? There he is. Oh, I see you managed to defeat the mysterious creature. Did it all come out unscathed? Yep, thank you, yes. We certainly put up a fight, but we perceived it. Glad to hear it. I'm still a bit concerned that it picked now of all times to appear, but we can worry about that later. Considering the situation at the moment, I really appreciate that you were able to defeat it all. This is for your troubles. Thank you, thank you. Now that's what I call generous. Thank you very so much. We'll all be sure to make use of it. Yep. First place, so it's the least I can do. I wish you all the best in resolving the current crisis. Stay safe. Now, like I said, I gotta get a little bit of CP between now and the time that we get up there. So the one thing we want to avoid are turtles. Because they are a bitch. Mainly because of their defense. But anything like this...
I'll handle this.
Right. Yeah.
Go!
Yeah. Yeah.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
My turn!
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well.
It's my turn. Yeah. Is everyone...
Damn it. Too many
Let's
times.
get going! Yeah!
These little fuckers will work.
Bring it on! Here we go!
It's my turn. Yeah.
There are a lot of them, and
Very
they're
well.
easy to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go!
It's my turn. Hang in there.
Thanks!
Suppose I should thank you. I'll handle this.
Yeah.
The battle's over, but
Yeah!
Not worried about too much more CP. The two main ones I use.
The ancient quarry is this way, right?
Yeah!
Just round the back of this statue.
Get
No
one more
searching.
in.
I can do this.
Fire!
I'll handle this.
Damn, I haven't had them linked in a while. Holy shit.
Here we go!
Yeah. Right.
I'll handle this. Go!
Got it! Here we go!
It's my turn. Yeah. I can do this. Fire!
My turn.
Here we go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright.
Yeah! Yeah!
Now we gotta go down in there.
So this is the ancient quarry. Crazy to think it dates all the way back to the Neolithic era over 1,000 years ago.
and that an evil djinn is sealed away here.
Well, that's what the legends say. But no one really knows for sure.
And you're sure that armed group you mentioned is hiding in here?
It seems likely.
Yep, I think they're probably lying low deep down in the quarry. I mean, I know they're here. I saw a bunch of them stream in from the entrance up there about an hour ago.
But how'd they get up there in the first place?
You think they used a rope ladder like the one we found near the mortars?
It's difficult to tell from this far away.
Anyway, we'll need to go in from this entrance down here. Me and Lammy could fly up there no problem, but that doesn't help the rest of you out much.
Well, you have a point, but
I'm not sure entering here is going to prove much easier for us. What do you propose we do about this huge stone door?
Come on, get off your horses. Me and Lammy will take care of this door, no sweat.
Oh?
We ought to dismount.
Welcome to the
anyway.
stream.
Go!
it's my turn.
Leave it to me.
Here I go. No. There. No.
What? Amazing.
Thanks, Lammy. Huh? What's wrong? I thought we were in a hurry to catch those bad guys hiding in here.
Yeah, we are, but
What
is that thing?
Sorry, can't tell you. That's classified info.
Classified?
We can continue this inquiry at a later time. Let's get inside.
Go!
This really does have that creepy old abandoned quarry vibe. Let's go! Don't go charging ahead, yeah. If that armed group is holed up in here, we'll need to exercise some caution. Any more loud noises like that might alert them that we're here. I think we'll be alright. The place feels really vast. All this dense rock and these twisting passages should dampen the sound something too. I think Lammy should be able to smash things without tipping off the bad guys. She might be right. I don't hear any echoes. I'm more concerned with the strange wind I'm sensing. What do you mean? I can sense something strange too. Do you think it's the higher elements? What's that? Watch out.
Let's go, Lemmy!
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me. Right.
Leave it to me. Can you handle this?
I'll show you how it's done.
My turn.
Gear up! I'll take it from here. Gleaming blades. Go!
It's my turn. Fire!
Go!
Yeah, these things won't be really that tough to take out.
I'll handle this.
They are when they lower your strength. Shit.
Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
Leave it to me.
I did forget about that.
Fire! Yeah.
Gleaming blades. Go!
Go!
Right. Yeah. Now. I'll help.
Very well. How pathetic.
I did it!
That takes care of that. Piece of cake. Still, they seem different from all the monsters we fought so far. Like our orbital arts affect them differently somehow. Seems like this is an area where the higher elements are active. Higher than what? As y'all are aware, monsters may be weak or resistant to any of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. However, it seems that here the three higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are also present. I suppose that could explain the strange wind I felt earlier. Sounds like we'll need to really tread carefully in here. Now, you don't sit at the top of the test course for nothing, do you? Well, that's just an educated guess anyways. I bet anything you're right, though. This whole area is steeped in ancient legends. I wouldn't be surprised if those higher elements were present here. Everyone be on your guard. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. But we've got Lammy with us, so that's nothing to worry about. Come on, let's mosey. acquainted with the concept of caution, is she? Yeah, these are the things that can actually happen in the fight. Death blow is an instant death, basically. You know, all this happened, so. But we have hit that mark in the stream where I must say that the stream is coming to an end. This will be uploaded to YouTube. Please give me a like, share, and follow over there. And please give me a follow here on Twitch. It really helps the channel out. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And I'll catch you in the next one.